Right, goal refresher, sub 2:58.29 at the Melbourne Marathon this year. And that's to beat my personal best that I set all the way back in 2009. That's 12 years ago. Let's do this. My training times say I'm not there yet. My gut feeling supports it, but I've got 12 weeks to fix it. Training hasn't gone to plan, and that's why I need a new plan. There's three principles to this training plan. Number one, it's purely focused on the marathon. Number two, the hard runs are full on. And three, the other runs are very, very, very easy. There's three types of hard runs. Long intervals, so 2 kilometre repeats, 4 to 6 of them at faster than race pace with about 2 minutes rest in between. Since the pace will be about 4-minute Ks, for these repeats, it works out equivalent to a 4 by 8 minute session, but I prefer doing my intervals to distance rather than time. The main reason is I just find it easier to push towards the end of each interval when it's based on distance, not time. I think the equivalent is the harder I push, the sooner it's over, rather than when it's time based. If I push hard, all I do is make it harder for the same amount of time. All right, first repeat down. Actually felt quite good. In fact, I went out quite really too fast over the first few hundred metres, and in some way allowed me to ease back a little bit and just run comfortably at the right pace. So let's see how that affects the remaining ones. 2 down. The second one much harder than the first, but still stayed within my pace range. 3 done, and the third one was a little bit easier to stay on pace. In fact, I was on the faster side, and the main difference is I focused on cadence, really keeping that leg turnover going. That seems to be what happens when I'm trying to do the fast stuff. I slow down with my cadence. All right, 4 down, and hit my paces on all of them. And first part of that fourth interval of those 2K actually felt quite, I wouldn't say comfortable, but it felt right running at that pace. Though the last 300 metres, legs are burning, breathing through the roof. I'm assuming my heart rate went way up, but just holding that pace, that became hard. However, that's the point of the session. Run it close to my limit, and I think I actually did that. Number 2, alternating kilometres, slightly above and a little bit below race pace. Rain, hail, cloud, blue skies, sunshine. It's only the start of the warm-up, very typical Melbourne. In the interval sessions, both the long intervals and the alternating kilometres, the exact number of intervals is not setting in stone for each session. You can't always know ahead of time exactly how your body's going to respond. So as a result, I listen to my body, and I might do less, I might do what's down on the plan, and some days if I'm feeling extra good, I'll go with it and add some more. And number 3, the long run with no slacking. One thing I never do is pause the Garmin. The race clock doesn't stop, so if you got to take a toilet break or anything else, the clock keeps on ticking, and you might as well record how you react to these stops in races or running. There's no race that you just get to pause the clock because you've got to do something else. Overall, it's hard running and will no doubt feel relentless. Now, the progression will come from not running faster and faster, but from extending out these key runs. So adding a volume while keeping the paces about the same. For the structure of this training week, it'll be a 9-day cycle. So I'll go hard run, 2 days easy, hard run, 2 days easy, hard run, 2 days easy. If I can't get those hard runs done properly, then the easy days need to be easier. And strength training It's something I've neglected, particularly during the lockdown period. I just slacked off on it. So right now, last 10 weeks, I'm focusing on getting the running right. So there's going to be nothing big in the strength training. Instead, it'll be more about prehab and just the absolute basics to keep me injury free. I do wonder if I'm going to be able to hit all these runs how I'm aiming to, but hey, there'll be lessons along the way. And let's see if I can actually get to that new PB.